What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Ooh. Am I hot? Am I good? We live? It's the first time I've ever attempted to do a scheduled stream, so I hope I did that right. I think I'm on time. Mostly. We got in the chat this evening. I know there were some people that were here like a really long time ago. I got on, I think, at like, I don't know, like 45 minutes ago. There are already people in the chat. Axe, Patel. First one in the chat. Gloria Man. As always, good to see you here. Am I a mod here? Dang, I'm not. Sorry, Chris. We've actually got a bunch of mods still hanging around. Maybe one day. You know, if everybody's a mod, then nobody's a mod. It doesn't really apply, does it? Let's keep going. Who else we got in the chat? I got a story to tell. I have got a story to tell. Morgan, sitting here twirling my thumbs. I'm so happy to see Joel back. I appreciate it. I did not forget you this evening. Good to see you. Pre-stream party. Do you guys like to do the scheduled streams? I feel like it helps me to sort of stay on schedule. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I don't think it was a feature that we had back when I was doing it a couple years ago. Nitro Curse. Mr. Clean. I actually need to buzz my head a little bit. I don't know if you guys remember. I get like this, it's not Daffy Duck's, like Scrooge McDuck look going on, where it grows real fuzzy on the sides. I need to buzz it. Every couple days I need to buzz it. Who else we got in here? Easy's in the chat. Good to see you. Crimson Falcon. Nice to say that name again. Ray, what's up? Casual Cashew is here tonight. Edwin's in. Axe, we got you. Looks and sounds good. Thank you. I did listen to the stream on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday was the last day we were here for that Wormax stream. And it felt, the microphone felt a little bit hot. So I turned the gain down. Hopefully it's a little bit better for you guys this evening. So somebody give me a thumbs up on that. Helio Sa? What's up? Good to have you here. Who else we got? Big Mac, Wolf. We'll get through our howdies here. I'll tell my story, and then we'll jump into a little bit of gameplay this evening. So I managed to like basically cut my finger off. The end of my pinky finger off today. And it actually really, really hurts right now. I could feel my heartbeat throbbing in my finger. It was so weird. I was at work and I was around some sheet metal. I just happened to sort of like move quickly. And yeah, it took off. I mean, like the tip of my finger. And it's in such a weird spot. I went into like an urgent care place. And I called. I'm like, I don't know if there's anything you can do for me, but I'm going to come in because it won't stop bleeding. So I went in and they looked at it and they're like, yeah, we can put like some compression on it, but you can't stitch up the end of your finger. He's like, you're just going to have to put compression on it, wrap it up, and yeah, take some Tylenol. So that's what we did. So I'm chilling with this big boy tonight. I don't think it's going to mess. I don't think it's going to mess with me playing the game at all, but it is really, really annoying. It's weird because it's like kind of cold. I don't know if it's the blood that's in there, which that's kind of gross, but... Anybody else's fingers hurt? I see lots of thumbs up. Oh, that was in reference to the audio sounding okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was in reference to my thumb being sliced off. Super glue works wonders. I actually thought that they were going to do something like that. So I thought that they were going to, like, I don't know, spread some glue or something on it and get the bleeding to stop. Because it was like, by the time I finally got to urgent care, it was probably like an hour and a half or more after I had done it. And it was still bleeding really bad. Like if I took any pressure off of it. It was just like. Need more mic volume? Really? Okay, we can go up a little bit. Trying not to blow people's ears out. On my end, I'm like this far away from being in the red, which you don't want to necessarily be in the red, blasting people. Let me know if that's any better for you. Gangrene. I'm actually kind of nervous because obviously it was actually like fairly old metal that I cut it on. I don't know if I'm going to get some sort of like weird infection. Audio's good. Compression will cause the cold feeling due to blood restriction. Yeah, that's kind of what my wife said too. My wife used to be a nurse. Okay. Do we want to jump right in or do we want to do anything else? Oh, you know what I want to do? I spent way too much time doing this last night. Let me get it pulled up here, see if you guys can see it. That ain't the way. Hang on one second. Let me see if I can find it here. Yes. I'm a professional streamer. So I spent a lot of time last night making this stupid video. So what happened is because I switched computers, I didn't have my video editing software. So I downloaded it, put this together. Yeah, put it together, saved it, export it, shut everything off, didn't save the original files, went to post it to Twitter, realized there was a giant watermark across it because I had not activated the software, so I had to go back and do it again. So by the time I finished it, it was literally like right at the end of Brian's stream, like as he was saying goodbye. I was trying to get it into his stream just to have some fun while he was grinding, but it just didn't happen. So if you haven't seen it, it's just stupid. It's him being stupid, it's me being stupid, and just having a good time. Hopefully you can hear this okay. Let me turn the audio up on my desktop for those of you that have not seen it. On Wednesdays, Brian's really into like ripping his shirts lately. Yeah, he's getting really excited up there. I don't know where Laura's at, but we need to get her involved. Otherwise, things are gonna. Brian. You know how many takes I had to do to get sort of the timing on that, right? Also, I had to move the camera. Let me go back here. I had to move the camera so like you couldn't see my left arm swinging the towel. Like you could just see my right arm. I don't know. I don't know what came over me last night, but yeah, I spent way too much time doing that. Brian. I also want to get that audio. Just take that little clip of him swinging the shirt and yelling. I want to use that as an alert on the stream. We'll get the audio to pop up and a visual. I'm thinking for like a dono or something. Yeah, that'll be fun. Anywhoozin', let's get ourselves into the game here. Let me get it booted up. Booted. Oh shoot! I just turned Wormax on. Hold on a second. Speaking of Wormax, after that stream on Tuesday night, I actually did have my wife order me some of those thumb condoms. Those little like thumb sleeve things that we were talking about. They should be in. I think it's a pack of like 30 for $2 or something. I don't know. Hope you're up to date on your shots. I have all of them that I'm aware of that I can take. Joel is going to be ground zero for the brand new Rona variant. Don't even joke about that. Can't you get like lockjaw? Is it called lockjaw? I don't know. I guess I should do some research on that. All right, let's get over here. Turn the game audio up a little bit. Your true game is Wormax. I played it last night after we got home because we had to do some stuff last night. I played it, and I think I actually took a screenshot. My game high for that session was like 80,000. pretty proud of it. I tell you what, I got to get used to this new mic setup. I'm not used to having it like right in my face here. It's hard to see. It's actually kind of hard to see the game. Okay. What we're going to do this evening that I've said now for like 3 days is I'm going to try to get myself somewhat back into the grind to, yeah, I need ISO badly. And hopefully I can grab some of that organically in the arena along with some units. So that's what we're going to be doing. I don't have sort of... I don't want to say I don't have a game plan, because I do have a game plan. I'm just going to kind of see where things lead. We'll do arena streams for the next couple of nights and maybe towards the beginning of next week as well. And then once I have confirmation that the streams are going to work and we're going to have decent connection, then we'll figure out what piece of content we want to tackle. I'm not going to lie, right before the stream started, our internet went out. I don't know what happened. It like timed itself out or something. I just had to reset everything, and I got on literally 2 minutes before the stream started. So if I lose you for some reason, that's probably what happened. Hey, Rizzo, what's up, buddy? Man, that's a name. God, that's a throwback. I know I'm a throwback, but I want to say Rizzo, you were there even before me. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you had a channel right before I did. I was February. Was it February? Yeah, I think it was like beginning mid-February 2017 for me. Gonna hop off, got a bit of a headache, have a good stream. That sucks. Go take some Tylenol. Between your headache and my pinky literally heart throbbing right now, we're not in great shape. It was so weird. I've never, that I can remember, I got stitches when I was little. But, yeah, as an adult, I haven't had stitches or really any kind of, like, serious cut that I can remember. Not that this is anything crazy, but it's weird. Your mind does weird things to you. So, like, when I sliced it, it's like I didn't really feel anything, but I could see, obviously, that I had just cut the end of my finger off. And, like, it wasn't registering with my brain. Like, there was no real feeling there. I don't know. It's strange. If you've ever cut yourself like that, it's like your body tries to prepare you like, oh, crap. You really did just do that. This is probably going to hurt, but I'm going to give you a few seconds to, like, to just chill and sort of think about what you did. Yeah, what I do for work, not that I want to, like, dox myself or get into all that right this second, but I actually, from a high level, I project manage some crews, and I spend a lot of time at people's houses getting things together. And anyway, I was actually at somebody's house when I did this, and thankfully his wife was a nurse, and so they had like a bunch of bandages and stuff around the house, and he didn't freak out on me. I like kept apologizing. I'm like, I'm so sorry for bleeding all over your house. It was really kind of awkward, to be honest with you. I don't know, but I know you're an OG like me, so welcome back. I appreciate it. It is weird, I'm not gonna lie, to be back, because in some regards it feels like it was literally just yesterday, and at the same time you look back and it's like, has it really been almost 4 years? It's unreal. Yeah, there's so many things that I went through in those 3 years. Like, I don't want to get into all it right now, but yeah, we'll definitely have time to reflect on all that stuff in the near future. I hope everybody else, I guess I really haven't even asked how everybody else is doing. Everybody's been so kind and welcome and warming as I've gotten back into things, but I really haven't had a chance to, like, ask you guys if you've had any life-changing experiences. Anybody have any children? Anybody move, change careers? Did you get a new cat? It's weird how it's delayed like that. It's also weird how warm your blood is. That's a weird thing to say, but probably wouldn't have happened if you had ordered the 5-finger condom set. The problem is the 5-finger condom set is not going to fit this bad boy. Look at that. Oh, suckness. I thought Psycho Man was so bad he made you quit again. Actually, yeah, the timing of that was not great. Also, because of that video and that short time that I spent with him, every time I see him, I can't help it. I call him Psycho Booty. Like, I don't even do it on purpose. It's just, that's my go-to. When I see him, he is Psycho Booty. Darkhawk is a character that I wish I had more playtime with. He came out, I want to say, really close to the time that I was kind of heading out, and never really got a chance to use him. Enjoyed your Road to Labyrinth guide. You helped me out a ton back in the day, man. Glad to see you back for sure. I appreciate that. I don't know, it's weird for me. I talked about this a little bit in some videos back in like February, March, when I was trying to get back into things, but it's weird for me because, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it was, back when I was posting content, like I was in the game every day, had a really good feeling of, what was what, where to use characters, how to use characters, best case scenarios, all that fun stuff. And, like, I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed being a help to the community in that way. And now that I've been out of it for so long and the game is so much more complex, like, not just, like, twice as complex. We're talking, like, multiple times more complex. I can't really be a help in that way. And it's kind of hard for me because that's what naturally I want to do. So it was really kind of scary getting back into things. But hopefully we can just have a good time together. We'll learn. I have no plans necessarily for the channel. We're just taking it one day at a time. We'll see what happens. I was in second year uni when you left. Now I'm done with masters. Wow. Yeah. If that doesn't give you a time reference right there. Yeah, we'll keep running these low rank guys. We're just going for milestones. We'll pick up milestones. Yeah, for me, it was just such a, I don't want to say traumatic, because that might be like an overstatement, but it was so unplanned for, I guess would be a good way of putting it. Kind of out of the blue. 3.5 years ago, when they walked in and basically were like, hey, great job, thanks for spending all that money. Peace. Can we have your key? I mean, that's really what happened. That is legitimately what happened. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, again, I'm not trying to like repeat myself over and over again. I'm sure there's a lot of you that maybe are new, haven't heard it before, so I guess it bears worth repeating. But yeah, I was in insurance a couple of years ago. I had signed a 2-year contract. And basically, I had a bunch of... The contract stipulated that there needed to be like certain growth numbers and key metrics. But I'm not going to get into the details of it. But anyway, the office, like what I had done was really good. For where I was at in Southern Illinois, like I was one of the top new agents. The office was growing. The retention rate was good. And my district manager... we had a good relationship. He really liked me. And he just kept telling me, like, hey, I know your numbers are a little bit off, but you're doing really great. And so I had no reason to believe that when the meeting was scheduled for us to sort of, like, review things at the end of 2 years, that it wasn't going to be anything other than, hey, we're going to renew you. Because that's what he kept telling me. He's like, we've got this extension program. We're going to give you the extension program. It's not a big deal. Keep doing what you're doing. And, yeah, he rolled in. I could tell immediately when he came in the building and sat down across from my desk that, like, something was up. And it was such a... I I don't know. It was like an out of body experience because I knew in the back of my head, obviously, like I'm losing my job and all of the time and literally the money that I had put into trying to grow this thing because it all came out of my pocket was going away. And then I also knew at the exact same time all of the effort and the hours and everything that had gone into making the channel simultaneously was going to disappear because that was my outlet to the internet because we just didn't have anything here at that time. So yeah, it was a weird day. Little did I know that it was going to be almost 4 years. Almost 4 years before I'd get my stupid face back here on the channel. You could have easily been in Ninja's place if you had good internet. I don't know about that, but I can tell you I saw the writing on the wall on Fortnite. I just did. It was kind of it kind of went together well because that Fortnite was happening and there were just tons and tons of eyes around streamers at the same time that MCOC for me was becoming more of a chore. And so I was just trying to transition myself over into sort of that group of eyeballs. And I had the timing nailed down. Like we were there right at the beginning and it just didn't happen. So it's all good, man. Things happened the way they happened. I can't say that I would change them, you know, now knowing where I am at, the lessons that I learned and the places that life has taken me. Like seriously, I cannot tell you, or it's an understatement when I say that like I'm seriously blessed, me and my family, for what I do now. Yeah. So who's to complain? Healthy, kids are healthy. Have a roof over our head. I'm eating way too much. What is there to complain about? Okay, I'm sorry. I was talking way too much. Let me get back in the chat. It's crazy. Your Road to the Labyrinth guide, which I used myself, was still referenced years later. I actually had people literally in almost every stream this week. What, Monday, Tuesday? Yeah. I guess it's only been like 2 days. But it's crazy to me the number of people that still reference that and say thank you for those guides. It's absolutely nuts, man. I put a lot of time into those things. Dorky McDork, hey Joel, welcome back. If you want to get back into helping the community, champ tier list has just become vacated. Oh my goodness. Dude, it's so funny. I was just talking to my wife last night because we were talking about the channel and just some things around the channel. And I guess she was saying like who's still streaming and was just sort of throwing around names. And I was like, I haven't seen Seaton in a while. I'm still subscribed, but I haven't seen any videos. I didn't know if he was on vacation, so I popped on his channel, and he hadn't posted in like 10 days or something. So I had just assumed that maybe he was on vacation. And then, yeah, obviously he posted the video today that he posted. I'm sure everybody's aware of. And I don't think that I would necessarily be opposed to doing something like that. But again, you have to have... I don't think you have to have as deep of a knowledge as he was saying you do, because it's all subjective one way or the other. But I don't have anywhere near the brain capacity for MCOC right now to be able to put together a decent list. One thing that I did think of, though, gross numbers were the tasty numbers. What's up, Infamous God? One thing that I immediately thought of, though, is wouldn't it be cool if there was a website or some sort of developer, an app, I don't know what you'd want to call it. What's up, guys? Coming over from the Hobbit raid. Good to have you here tonight. Hobbit Crown, I see you in the chat. What's up, buddy? Wouldn't it be cool to have a website that just sort of used the collective community ranking system? I don't know if that's a good way to put it, but like you go in, so you download the app or you get on the website or whatever you want to do. You got a whole list of champions, and then you're sort of ranking them. And the reference point is, okay, you've got Groot is a 1, and you've got Doctor Doom, who is a 10, okay? So rank the characters, and it's sort of like visually, it doesn't necessarily like show a number, but maybe it's like a graph. Like visually you can see sort of where the characters line up based upon everybody's input. And that way you're not subject to like one person's idea. and it just sort of keeps up with itself. I guess not dissimilar to what is it Slugbird? Slugbird? God, I feel stupid for not remembering his name. Over on Aunt May. That'd be a sweet place for it. Would be kind of a natural place for it, but obviously what I'm talking about is probably much, much more complex than I'm making it out to be. One thing, and I feel terrible asking for this. I have always hated asking for this. But since we're new, I feel like I have to, just so we can get some of the eyeballs out there. If you guys would take just a second and click on the thumbs up button if you're enjoying it. If not, no pressure. I'm not gonna come find you in your bed unless I want to. But yeah, it would help the channel as we get back into the swing of things. Your local senpai. I love that name. ContestChampion.com. Maybe that's what his website was going to be after all these years. Duck Slug. What was I saying? Slugberg? Slugbug? Man. My brain sometimes. Slugbug. My sister had a Volkswagen Bug. I think that was her first car. It was a green one. And that thing was ugly. If I remember right, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, if you had a VW Bug, but it had like a little flower vase, didn't it, up front? I think it had a flower vase. I don't know. I think most people probably put like a pen in it. Raid is something they didn't do in our day. That is not true. Rizzo. Actually, that is not true at all. In fact, not to toot my own horn, because I have a fabulous horn. Yeah, I was one of the first people in the MCOC community that started to do that. Yeah, we would, at the end of our streams, we'd try to find smaller streamers. I'm sure there were people in the MCOC community doing it before me, but yeah, I remember doing that back in the day. Oh, speaking of which, let me hang on one second. Let me find. Yesterday, Ilac posted on Twitter. He retweeted. Let me see if I can find it. He retweeted a kid that's got an MCOC channel, who I had never seen before, never heard of before. Let me get him pulled up right here, because I don't want to mess his name up. His name, it's like Carry On Gaming. You guys familiar with this kid? Did anybody heard of him before? But yeah, I thought it was absolutely awesome that this kid is putting out content. And yeah, I tweeted last night. He was at, I think, 33 or 34 subscribers, and was just trying to get people to go over and subscribe to him. Like, I'm sure that would absolutely make his day if he could get himself to like 100 subscribers. But yeah, there was just something about that. I was laying in bed last night, and I was like, I was talking to my wife, and I'm like, look at this retweet, and how cool is it that this kid is making content? Like, I don't know. It gave me flashbacks to the old MCOC community, how tight-knit everything was. And I'm sure there was drama, but yeah, the MCOC community is just such a good place. So if you could find it out of the kindness of your heart to make your way over to his channel and at least like leave a thumbs up, like I bet that would absolutely make his day. What you talking about, Rizzo? We've been rating since 2017. That's what I'm talking about. Community ranking champions, Yelp for MCOC. Yeah, that might not go over too well. Oh man. You need all the thumbs you can get since you're playing a pinky short. Dude, it actually really hurts right now. I think maybe my Tylenol is wearing off. I want to say I took Tylenol maybe like 4 hours ago. Your bed, that was very specific. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to skip out on the chat here. I'm doing a terrible job keeping up with you guys. It was Slugberg. He changed it. Yeah, I thought it was Slugberg, right? Joel toots as he pleases. That's right. I did see that Brian. I don't know why Toot reminded me of Brian, but it did. Post his link. Yeah, actually, I guess that would have been way easier to do. Was just post it in the chat. Glory, thank you, sir, for putting it in there. That kid is in my Lions family. Nice. While you were gone, I became a dad. My son turned 2 last week. Best thing ever. Dude, I feel you. Sometimes I wish I had more kids. My youngest just turned 4, and like it legitimately makes me sad. Maybe this is like the old dad in me, the middle-aged dad in me speaking. But yeah, it makes me sad to see them growing up and knowing that like they'll never be super, super little again. And there's moments where I wish I had more children. I'm sure my wife is listening to this right now, and then she's gonna have questions like, "Do you really want more kids?" Honey, that's not what I'm saying. Let me finish my story, sweetheart. There's moments where I wish I had more kids, and then I'm around people with a bunch of kids, and then I'm like, yeah, no, we're good. I'm good. I'm good with 2. 2's good. Man, I hate Ant-Man so much. How is it that Ant-Man, actually not even Ant-Man. Let me go back. How is it that characters like Captain America, OG Iron Man, who else we got? Yeah, how are characters like that have not been touched? Like, not even tweaked. I mean, nothing. You can read Captain America's entire infographic. It's literally like 3 sentences. I'm sure there's a reason for their madness, because they're looking at the data, whatever. But yeah, just from like a Marvel lore standpoint, doesn't it make more sense to spend time buffing characters like Captain America rather than doing a rework on, I don't know, Ebony Maw? I have like a special place in my heart for Iron Man. The day that they give that man a buff is going to be a sweet, sweet day. The MCOC community is pretty good and supportive in my experience. Yeah, I mean, it's like any area of life. It's got its bad apples here and there. Not looking at anybody specifically. But yeah, for the most part, although I am speaking from like 3 years ago, I'm assuming it's still similar. Yeah, that was so much fun back in the day, streaming, because you would just jump, and maybe it's still like that. I've been out of it for a while. But yeah, just jumping from stream to stream, hanging out with people. Speaking of Psycho Booty, I wish I could remember how this guy worked. Is it his light attack? Actually, I'm not even going to throw a light. His light attack is what switches him up, right? I don't know. Not even going to mess with it. It's like she's in the room with you. You talking about my wife? Yeah, she is. She's usually upstairs hanging on every word I say. Actually, that's not true. She's probably playing Mario Kart. I mean, they just buffed Thor. Yeah, but that's kind of my point. Like, it wasn't a drastic overhaul. Like, they just went in and tweaked a few things. And they've done that with dozens of characters. Like, why? Like, here's the original Thor, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Cap, Ant-Man, Spider-Man. Like, seriously, why? I don't know. I don't want to get into that right now, but the OG champs are more than likely going to get massive overhauls, which is probably why they haven't touched them or said anything about them. No, that's... You are correct. That is exactly why. My point is, why are we delaying? Like, these are the cornerstones of like Marvel games. Like, I'm happy that you're buffing these characters. Like, trust me, like Miles Morales and all these other characters, Daredevil, the Hell's Kitchen one. but it's been a long time now, right? You can't pick one? Just one? Even the Hulk. As I smack this big boy here. I don't know. I think their attention is in other places right now, unfortunately. Carry on just hit 50 subs in front of my eyes. Nice job. Nice job. I wish the world for that kid. Man, can you imagine being like a teenager growing up right now? The opportunities that you have through YouTube and Twitch and other things like that. Like, it's nuts. Like, I really, really wish this stuff would have been available to me as a teenager, but God knows what I would have done. Buff Cyclops, there's another one. Rocket Raccoon, I basically gave the blueprint for Rocket Raccoon the other day, which I thought my idea was really good. One thing I don't think that I actually mentioned, though, is when we were talking about the weapon building, is I meant to say his actual animations would change too as he built the different weapons. Hey, there's Ilac. What's up, buddy? I knew we were talking about him when I seen another retweet. Yeah, dude, I appreciate you bringing that to everybody's attention. Maybe that's like a well-known thing, but for me, I had never seen or heard of him. So yeah, I really appreciate that you gave him a shout out. That's very, very kind. Yeah, seriously, if you have not subbed to his channel, at least go. The link is above. Glory posted it not too far back in the chat. Yeah, head up there, grab that link, and put a smile on that kid's face by subbing or at least dropping a like on something. You could also leave a comment. Like, that kind of stuff, especially for a young kid, like, just, I don't even know, man. I need to get on there and comment myself. I can't tell you guys to comment when I haven't done it myself. Joel, it's what I've been trying to tell my oldest son. You got kid, no bills, no responsibilities. You're going to play games, stream it. Why not? That's what I'm telling you, man. And even so much more than that, like, this is so much good experience. Like, you're going to get to the point where it was kind of taboo maybe a couple of years ago to say that you were a YouTuber. But I think it's going to be a very common thing, man. When you're going out looking for a job, like, this is great experience from a marketing standpoint, community standpoint. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you can learn, man. I think they're just confident the characters are so famous that they want the spotlight on other characters. I don't think that's a good reason. I don't think that's a good reason at all. The buff depends a lot on the TV and movie stuff. That is a good point. Daredevil isn't something. When Cyclops come back into a new movie, he'll get the buff, and the others kind of aren't slated for anything now. I'm sorry, I can't read the English language. That was my bad. I don't know. Maybe then just get a Captain America movie out there then. Hey-o. Weck. My man. Weck. Dude, I need to go back and add up the money that you have supported my channel with, dude. You're too kind. Such a good egg. Glad you're back. Is that a Bald reference? You know, I used to look at my father as a young man and think, I hope he's not listening right now. My dad has a really, really big noggin. Like, the physical dimensions of his face, like, he just has a big head. Like, hats, nothing fits on his head. Like, if this is a normal head, here is my father's head. And I love him to death. But I used to look at him and think, man, how'd your head get so big? And then I swear to God, I'm looking at myself in the mirror the other day, and I'm like, ooh, when did my head get so big? Oh, getting old sucks, man. Chris, what's up, buddy? The one and only, back in the flesh. Back in the actual flesh. 3 out of 4 days we have streamed this week. I'm so happy to be back. Robert Beckham, welcome back. You came back to the game when I left. Left a few weeks ago. Listen, there ain't no reason you still can't hang out. Tweeted him out like four months ago because folks pay for mercs when this kid beats it all one-handed. Listen, I'm super impressed. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of moved me. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, it really did. Because yesterday was just a long day. There was a lot going on. And then I sat down, pulled up Twitter, and there's this kid. And it's like, today wasn't such a bad day. Cut my finger open. It's not such a bad day. Weck, once again, man, I appreciate it. Kids are out of diapers, but let's see. What can that go towards? Actually, my son, my 4-year-old, we're still in pull-ups overnight. So there you go. The Milk Beast is having some struggles overnight. We'll put it that way. He's so funny, too. Like, he'll wake up in the morning. He's got his tablet or his Switch. And half the time, he'll be sitting there playing something. And you look at him, and his pants are like, it's like a water balloon. It's like, dude, go change. You're sitting in a cesspool of your own liquid. Yeah, we're getting there. I don't know if you saw my message or heard earlier, but Kieran only plays with one hand, and he's pretty good at the game. Like Easy said, he's in our Alliance family. Yes, I did pick up on that only because Ilac had tweeted it. But yeah, props to him, man. Hopefully he sees this live stream. Keep going, buddy, man. Life's got a lot of good things in store for you with that sort of work ethic, man. Just saying you're a good guy, nothing to do with your bald head. I know. I know what you meant. You're very kind. Very, very kind. I will at some point. I know I've said this like 3 times this week, but in all seriousness, I mean it. The stream as you see it, which is very bare bones, which I know this is how Brian likes it. Just raw and unedited. But I am going to get more stuff set up on the stream here for alerts and top donos, all that fun stuff. I also need to get, and maybe y'all can help me with this somehow, because y'all are way smarter than I am. Either you guys or my wife will come up with something, but I feel like I don't want to say like I need a total rebranding, but I need a name for like the membership group. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense at all? Like when I watch other channels, let's just take, okay, I'm just throwing Doc out there, Dr. Disrespect, because I watch him like literally every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, religiously. He's like always on when I'm working. But like he's got the Champions Club, right? And that really feels like a community outside of the subscriber base. You know, like they've got events and things they do. They stay in touch. They market with one another, yada, yada, yada. But like he's got that name, like the Champions Club. Like I'm not looking for something that epic sounding. I need something. And it's hard to do when it's just my name, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm not making any sense at all. The Ugly Dumplings. See, I knew if I said anything, this was the response I was going to get. It's all going to be about my beautiful bald head. Odin. I love when Kieran smack talks the noobs. I need to go back and watch all of his videos. He should see it. I cut a clip earlier and dropped it in our servers so he could find it. That's awesome. Does he have a... I guess he doesn't have a Twitter. Otherwise, I'm sure Ilac would have just tweeted him directly. Joel membership equals Grant's Bananas. You know how many people have donated money to Brian in my name over the years? I am still salty about that. One-liners. Yeah, see, but isn't that stuff like really, really obvious? My wife was coming up with all kinds of them last night. Just sort of puns on my last name. The one that she came up with that it's kind of smooth, but it's also like she was calling it. Oh God, I'm gonna screw it up now. Was it online? Was it something else? But like the online, was it crew? I don't know. She'd have to correct me on that run. The linebackers. Yeah, it needs to be something though that like rolls off the tongue. Something smooth. Not going to rush into anything. We've got all the time in the world. All the time in the world. You back for Path 2, LOL, with Magic. Glad to have you back. Hope you stay. Is it Renaud or Renade? I have not completed another path of LOL since that initial run. Which that run is still probably one of the absolute highlights of my MCOC career and streaming career. That was so much fun that night. I'm not gonna lie. I intended to spend like maybe 2 or 3 hours that night, and we ended up doing a full path. I think the run ended up being, was it 8 hours? 8-9 hours? It was something crazy, man. Lineups, keep them coming. There's got to be something in here. The Balds and the Beautifuls. I actually like that. That could be the name of a podcast right there. Long time no see. Hope all is well. Omega Mutant. Yeah, I think this is the first time I've seen your name in the chat. We got back on Monday. Stream Monday, Tuesday. Had a day off on Wednesday. Club 801. See, I still go back to that because that's what it originally was. The problem is, like, the further and further that we get away from, like, the original meaning of that, it just doesn't make sense for people. Like, probably half the people in the chat right now don't even know what that is a reference to. But at the same time, it's like, does it really matter? I don't know. I do still like Club 801. All right, let's keep rolling these 5 stars. I've literally just been doing this on autopilot. I just realized that I say literally a lot, don't I? Like a lot. The Milk Beasts? Actually, I still have. Do you guys remember? In fact, it was an emoji in the chat. It was a milk jug. I think it had a picture. Did it have a picture of Brian on it? But yeah, it had like teeth and stuff. I don't remember who made that for me. Uh-oh, are we lagging? Yeah, I'm getting some not nice signs from YouTube here. What's your lag word? Oh, we need a lag word, don't we? No, we can't do pineapples. We need something else. I think my favorite fruit is watermelon. You could do watermelon. I had a feeling we may have some issues tonight. Like I said, before I got on, before we went live this evening, the internet literally, I just said literally again. The internet shut itself off. It completely timed out. I had to reset everything just in time to jump on. So something's up. We had an issue. So we got the internet not this past Monday, the Monday before. And within a couple of days, we were experiencing enough issues that Verizon actually sent us a new one. So I think we may be dealing with some of that tonight. For whatever reason, the electronic SIM, it like jumps in and out of connection, and so you end up with lag. It's still showing sort of jumping back and forth. So I guess let me know. Uh-oh. I think it might be frozen entirely. Joel, use the filters for Arena. You can do it by tier. Then you don't have to scroll for champions. I'm sure at some point I will get good enough for that. But right now, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time multitasking. It's just easier to swipe down. Delithius, what's up, my guy? When will the White Bean Cupcake Appreciation gift to all subs come in? That's actually a really good question. My wife has not made those since, was that 3 years ago? What was that for? Was that just like a random stream night? Or was it something special? I don't remember. But I do remember that they were delicious, and I think people doubt me. I'll have to get my wife to make them again. I'm seeing lots of watermelons in the chat. Let me just step back here for a second. ISPs hate bald guys who stream. It does seem that way sometimes. Yeah, let me see if there's anything I can do about this here. My upload speed is back up to where it was, but I'm still getting some issues from YouTube. I guess just let me know if it's bad enough. We can always just call it, which I really don't want to do. I really don't want to do it. Please don't away my internet. I'm sorry for spitting in the mic. Oh, there's a watermelon emoji. That'll work too. Still good on my end. Okay. As long as you're all chill with it, we'll keep going. Jolene Lori Reed. Welcome to the chat this evening. Hope you are well. Hope your Thursday treated you better than mine did. We'll put it that way. Yeah, for those of you that have just hopped in recently, I basically cut the end of my left pinky off. It wasn't on purpose, and I wasn't biting my nails. Yeah, I just sliced it on a piece of metal. Okay, we're just going for it. We're just going all in. Actually, that was a terrible idea. That was actually a really bad idea. Let's just stand here. There we go. Hit me, hit me, hit. Seems to have cleared up. Good. Yeah, we are on. I think I showed it on Monday. So we're running. It's essentially like one step up from a mobile hotspot. This is the Verizon. It's like the Home Link or something. I'm not entirely sure what the name of it is, but it's just taking LTE signal. Unfortunately, we don't have 5G where I'm at, so we're running 4G LTE, which it does have an Ethernet port, so at least I'm directly plugged in. But yeah, from time to time, depending upon how many squirrels are in the trees, it can mess up the signal for sure. Ross, what's up, buddy? You're back. I am back. Is this going to be a nightly thing? I can't donate every night. Listen, you don't need to donate every night. You just need to have your beautiful face in here. It is probably not going to be a nightly thing. Unlike Brian, I do have a real job. But it'll probably be most nights. I'll put it that way. I don't necessarily have a streaming schedule at this point. We're basically still in beta. We'll put it that way. I'm hoping to get through this week. Streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We may hit it again tomorrow. We'll probably hit it again tomorrow. And maybe even once over the weekend. And then we'll kind of take a step back and we'll see how things went. And sort of based on that, we'll try to put together a stream schedule. Yeah, it is really, really hard for me to talk and scroll through here. It is going to take a minute for me to get my sea legs. That is for sure. The white bean cupcake may be gone, but never forgotten. They were delicious. They really were delicious. No, the pinky is not referenced for anything. I mean, I straight up cut this thing today. In fact, I can't tell. I'm trying to see if it squishes. I can't tell if it's still bleeding. I don't think it is. The problem is it's literally... Oh my God, I just said literally again. I wish I had a whiteboard behind me and I could put a mark on there for every time I said that. The problem is, I mean, I sliced the tip of it off. I nipped the tip. And there's nothing you can do. It's not like I can go in and get stitches. I went to an urgent care place. And they took it off, and it was just dripping blood. And they're like, yeah, go ahead and wrap that up and just put some pressure on it because there's not a whole lot else you can do with it. Okay. Well, I got to stream tonight, so I'd rather not bleed all over my computer. Hey, there's Frojo in the chats. What's up, buddy? Frojo must be making a comeback too, because I've seen your name sort of floating around here lately. What happened with Starlink? That is still on its way. Every day we get a little closer. Yeah, I thought, and I guess I was maybe too naive when I ordered it. But in February when we ordered it, I really thought that we were going to get it within just a couple of weeks, because they made it sound like it was coming out of beta and it was going to be available, which it was available to a lot of people. But I think physically where we are at, we are just south of kind of where they were rolling all of the initial satellites out. So when I placed my order in February, they sent us an email that said service would be available in our area basically mid to late 2021. And that message has not changed. So we are definitely past the midpoint, moving towards the later half of 21. So I would expect it really at any time. Yeah, we've got a deposit. I think it was $100 or like a $99 deposit. And then I want to say the satellite itself is like $300 or $400. So yeah, whenever our turn pops up, I'll get an email receipt, I guess, for $400, and then it should show up. But once that happens, yeah, the world's kind of our oyster at that point, because right now I'm sort of relegated to being able to basically just stream games that are on the phone, because I can't tie up any more data usage on a laptop for any other games. But yeah, once Starlink shows up, we can play whatever we want, man. Do you perhaps mean figuratively? Maybe. I don't even remember what I said. That's the plan in October. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. It's good to see all these, I don't want to say old faces. OG faces. How about that? UBG, the best YouTubers out there. Me and Brian have a pretty good time. I'm not going to lie. I've missed hanging out with him. We just, I don't know. We're both just sort of weird enough in our own right that somehow two weirds make a right. Two weirds make a right. God, that's $1 million phrase right there. That's the name of our podcast. Two weirds make a right. So you circumcised the pinky. I mean, essentially, yes, I did. And I might end up with some sort of like terrible disease from it. So what happened is I was in sort of a little tight area, and I needed to move sort of from my left over my right shoulder to grab something, and there was a piece of sheet metal from a furnace that I was next to, and it was open, and it wasn't sharp, but it was just sort of a thin edge. And man, I hit that thing like I was trying to knock out an elephant. I mean, I punched that sucker. And yeah, it just... Cloud of Contempt, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that much. I'm assuming that I have missed... I have missed your chat. All right, let me go up here. Joel, I swear you have to live on Mars or something with your lack of high-speed internet. Listen, when I hear people complain about their internet problems, you know what I want to do to them? Like, no, I won't do it. I won't do it. My shorts are a little short. I don't want anything popping out. I'd want to throat punch them for real. Like, you have no idea. You have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I might as well live on another planet with how crazy bad it is here. And the funny thing is, I sort of mentioned this on Monday night, but it was kind of in passing. And there was a lot going on that night, so I'm not sure anybody actually heard me. I'm just going to start throwing some random characters in here. We are moving at some point. Over the last couple of years, we had tossed around the idea quite a bit, and just with COVID and everything else that was going on, it just kept getting put on the back burner. Hey, Pixie, what's up? And finally, we're like, okay, we're going to move. Actually, oh God, how deep do I want to get into this here? We were going to do a huge renovation project. In fact, we got some architects. We paid for a bunch of drawings and measurements. We were going to do a big addition on the house, and then that didn't work out. Then we were going to buy a house, and the market's nuts. So we ended up buying property. So right now I own about 2.5 acres, about 25 minutes from where we are at now. But the funniest thing, the whole reason I'm saying this, is that there is there is no internet provider where we are going, just like where we are now. It's kind of out in the middle. It's a subdivision, but the lots are really big, and there's not a provider. But hopefully by the time that all takes place, so that'll be like middle of next year ish when all that happens, which that'll be an absolutely crazy time. Probably will be some pretty good content. But when that happens, hopefully Starlink will be out. I'm expecting Starlink realistically within the next, I'm hoping like 2 to 3 months. Speaking of weird but 100% true, there is a road out here in California called Grant Line Road. I think it's where your paths crossed. How cool is that? Grant Line Road. You know who I haven't seen? Does Laura still hang out over in Brian's chat, or has she unsubbed from his channel? Serious question. Let's see those shorts. Okay. Oh, it'll give me a second to stretch it on out. These are the legs of a person who spends very little time in shorts outside. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Okay, tonight. If I make it tonight, what does Brian have to do? I still say if I make this no look over my shoulder, Laura has to donate $5 again. See, what happened is a couple of years ago, Laura came into my chat because she used to hang out here in a lot. And she like donated $5, and I know that really got under Brian's skin, because you know how he is. The man doesn't spend 2 pennies on anything. So yeah, if I make this no look over my shoulder, Laura has to donate $5 to the chat. No, Brian does. If I miss it, we have to play Incursions tomorrow. I've got a good feeling about this one. Wait, we needed to be on full screen. Did that go in? I think that... Roll the tape back. I think that might have gone in. Hold on, we'll do it again. Okay, that was bad. Oh, that didn't even get close. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me go back here. I'm sure you were all mesmerized by my... Yeah. She was scolding him for making excess laundry yesterday. I believe that. Okay, now you're just doing it to yourself at this point. Maybe. There is no toilet to flush down here. Actually, there is, but it's on the other side of the house. Yeah, after everything that we've been through, kind of circling back to put a bow on that topic. I mean, after everything we've been through, we finally pulled the trigger. We're going to build a house. We're going to move. And of all the places that we could have gone, we are moving to a place that does not have a internet provider. So Papa Musk is going to come in and save the day one way or the other. $5 no looker. Yeah, I think that was the front of the rim. It came back. It bounced back too quick. BG said he couldn't do Friday. I know. It's fine because I actually want to put together like a fun thumbnail, and there's got to be something that we can keep track of. I've never played an Incursions run, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm getting myself into, but there's got to be something that we can track. I just don't know what that is. Because I want to be better than him my first time in. What can we track? Like, I could get a whiteboard in here, or I could put some infographic together. We could, like, track something. I don't know. Maybe that's a little much for the first time. Moving states? No, we are not moving states. We are staying right here. Near St. Louis. Actually, I've not talked to Brian since he was in the chat briefly on Tuesday, so I don't know what his plans are this week. If Friday doesn't work out, it's totally fine. It was kind of last second thrown together. But it's going to happen. You make sure you keep reminding him. Speaking of reminding, I just remembered that I brought down one of those Fairlife things. Yeah, this is the Fairlife. It's a milk like protein drink, but it tastes like coffee. I don't know. We'll see. You can track damage received. Let me ask you guys, since y'all have played Incursions, watched Incursions, is there a channel, like let's say you and a buddy, or you and some buddies, want to all play in some sort of like little Incursions tournament, and let's say you wanted to throw some friendly money at it or something like that? Is there like a channel that sort of consolidates all that and sort of like maybe shoutcasts it, or jumps back and forth between the streams live or anything like that? Because if not, it might be kind of fun. You won't be better than him. No, 100% I will be better than him. No, I will not be better than him. I can guarantee you that. Also, I'm not really even entirely sure who I need to be bringing into Incursions. I would think characters that have some sort of ramp up might not be too bad. Yeah, I'll have to have him sort of look over my roster and see what he has to say about that. Each room has a boss. You can track how many times one of you kills the room boss. Incursions are straightforward enough. Fight time, I don't know. There's got to be something fun. I'm just trying to put a different spin on it. That's my favorite thing to do, is just take the game and try to do something that nobody else is doing. Which, obviously, I'm doing a fantastic job of that tonight. We got an arena stream going, boys and girls. Something you've probably never seen before in your life. You've not played Incursions either? Listen, I promised Brian he could pop my Incursions cherry. Otherwise, I would jump in there with you. I mean, it's no Twizzler, but I'm sure it gets the job done. What? What are we talking about right now? I think I have. Do I have Twizzlers down here? Oh my god, I think the Twizzlers are down here. Oh no. Yeah, I think I threw them. Hold on. You guys, why? I'm trying to diet. And when I say trying to diet, I mean I'm not dieting at all. Bert Dykstra, Joel is on my TV in 2021. Miracles happen, people. Oh, speaking of TVs, you know what I really want to do? Until I get a green screen, we have an old Samsung down here. It's like a 40, I don't know, it's like a 47 or 45. I was saying it'd be fun to get that thing set up behind me And I could have, like, I don't know, my thumbnail or different videos or just something playing on it. I thought that would be kind of cool. Ramp up champs with buffs. Champs with debuffs and champs with regen. Champs with regen. Might be fun to run the new guillotine through there. Where is she? I think I have been sitting on her. Yeah, she's right here. When do those buffs go live? Is that next week? I'm sorry if I'm chewing right in the microphone. I keep forgetting that this mic is like way more. It's way more better than the one I had before. So I'm not trying to do like ASMR here with Twizzlers. Oh, your protein milk drink? It's actually not that bad. I was making fun of it on Monday, but it's not that bad. But anyway, yeah. If this buff is going live next, my guess would be next Tuesday or Wednesday. That might actually be kind of fun. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Okay. Let's keep going here. You each take down a node for the other. You could track how many times you between him or taking the node down. We'll see what his thoughts are on that. I have 3 or 4 teams, each with different incursions focus. I feel like there's so much they could do with the Incursions platform. We can hang the Paw Patrol backdrop up for you. I'd be down with that. I would totally be down with that. In fact, I got a picture of that. So my son's birthday party was, his 4-year-old birthday party was over this past weekend. And he is into Paw Patrol. Let me find it. Yeah, here it is. So my wife, who does a fantastic job of decorating and planning this stuff every single year, as she put this together for him. But we have that backdrop. I think, in fact, it's still hanging out in the sunroom. We can bring that down here. I'd be down for that. The buffs go live with the game updates usually on Mondays. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking if we end up doing an Incursion stream, it's probably going to be... I don't see it as something he's going to want to do like early in the week. It's probably going to be towards the later half of next week, if I had to guess. I'd like to be able to get my 3-year-old to sleep most nights. You'd make that quite difficult. Oh, God. We are going to... And we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. The Milk Beast is 4. I know. Isn't that weird? It's weird how everything played out. Just meaning... Like, the Milk Beast was kind of the inspiration for the channel to begin with when we found out we were having him. And then, like, shortly after we had him, the channel went bye-bye. And now he's 4, and we're back. It's pretty unbelievable. Time's a weird thing, man. Pretty sure Joel Patrol was a hashtag for your raids back in the day, so it's kind of perfect. That's actually... that is accurate. I think the Joel Patrol was... Was that the original raid name? Pretty sure it was. Pretty sure. Yeah, my wife does a great job with the birthday parties every year. So my 6-year-old, he had a Mario party. You should have seen the house for that one. We actually made like big thwomps. We made the piranha plants, big piranha plants, hung them from the ceiling. Milk Beast, haven't heard that in a while. He's a good kid, man. Love him to death. He and his brother, they obviously watch a lot of like YouTube Kids, and they're really into sort of like recording themselves and pretending that they are, you know, on YouTube. And at the end of these videos, they always say things like, you know, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button. It's really funny. Did you guys take the kids to see the Paw Patrol movie in theaters? We actually, for the party over the weekend, my wife downloaded, I think Paramount Pictures has an app, and if you downloaded the app, you can actually watch the movie. So we've got a big 70, or I can't remember. Is it a 70 or 75, honey? TV up in the sunroom. So we downloaded the app, and the kids just chilled with a bunch of snacks out in the sunroom and watched it. Had a good time. Ermagerd, Joel's back again. Maurice, good evening. It's good to have you in the chat. Are things starting to feel like kind of normal? I feel like it's starting to feel kind of normal. For me, one of the weirdest things, honestly, was just being in my house. I'm not used to being in my house and streaming. I'm trying not to yell. It may not sound like I'm doing a very good job, but my son's bedrooms, both of them, are literally, I just said literally again. His bed is like 6 feet above me, so. Axe, have a good night, buddy. I appreciate you hopping in. Was the very first one in the chat. I had asked this earlier in the stream, which it was before pretty much everybody was in here, but the scheduled live streams, that's a new feature. Did that tonight for the first time. Do people like that? As far as a way of knowing when I'm going to be going live? Or does it not make any difference at all? Because I'm just trying to figure out what the best way is of letting people know that I am live, going to be going live. Because it's one thing to say it on Twitter. Like I can post like, hey, I'm going to be going live tonight at 9:45. But, you know, you post that early in the day and it just sort of gets lost in the shuffle throughout the day. So I think what I'll probably do is most nights have the stream scheduled like that. Just because it's kind of a constant reminder as you scroll through your YouTube subscriptions all day long. My son has watched it for about 30 times since we took him. Then he went with his grandma a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, we took our sons for the first time to the movie theater. My wife did a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember what they watched. I think I was working that day. I like the schedule. I don't have Twitter, so it's nice. Yes, and actually on that note, if you would, down in the description, there is literally nothing there. Literally. Maybe that's the name of my channel. In the description, you will find the link to my Twitter. I would suggest if you have a Twitter, follow me over there because I do give a lot of updates as far as what is happening throughout the day, when I'm going to be live streaming, just all kinds of stupid stuff. Like that dumb video that I posted late last night, which if you haven't seen it, I would suggest going and doing it. It's What Volume 2 featuring myself and one other beautiful bald man. Scheduled streams are cool, easier to plan, work, breaks around. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's a really cool feature. Be interesting to see what else sort of YouTube is going to implement on their streaming platform now that they've got a bunch of big names over here. Linerly. I can get with that. I like the scheduled. If you're not going to have a regular time, if you're going to stream every night at 8, then after... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, if you don't have a regular scheduled time. Yeah, see, that's the thing. As we get into it, there probably will be a scheduled time. Hold on, my wife messaged me. Let me see here. Yes, this is what she just texted me. Literally. And Perkins. Man, do I really say it? What is wrong with me? Literally is the lag word. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Good call, Glory. Okay, I'm not going to say it again tonight. Now I'm all in my head about it. Listen, you try to get behind the mic and we'll see what stupid words you say, okay? Let's throw... Do we want Spider? Yeah, let's throw Spider Pig at hype because he's going to throw a bunch of specials. That hype poll on Tuesday night, that was pretty lucky. I've really wanted Hyperion for a long time. And to pull him... Oh my god, he is gonna... Yeah. Okay. Well, that didn't go at all as I had planned it to. Am I dead? Am I dead here? I think I'm probably dead here. Oh, that did almost nothing. What just happened there? Spider Pig... Spider Pig I don't know a whole lot about. I think he does special damage reduction based upon the Porker Poppers, maybe? I won't say it again. Have a Twizzler. You're not you when you're hungry. I love Twizzlers, Skittles, gummy bears. I like chocolate, but I could get down with a gummy bear or a gummy worm any day over chocolate. Why does this dude... Why does he not want to throw a special? I mean, there we go. Get it! Where's my water at? Maximus Savage. Hold on. Let me hydrate myself here. Maximus, this is very, very kind of you, sir. Brian, you're looking particularly handsome tonight. Thank you, I think. Oh, wait. Hey, Joel. Try catch you as regularly as possible. Hey, me and half of my pinky, we really appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. It's a lot of money. It's very, very kind of you guys. Really, all of you tonight that have supported the channel. Yeah, it's very, very kind of you. We'll have a stream schedule put together. Don't you worry. I like to get on and try to stream a little bit earlier. Obviously before Brian does, but it also gives me time afterwards to work on thumbnails or videos or just make plans for the next day. Because I am pretty much gone at work all day long. And by the time I finally get home, get the kiddos in bed, I've only got a few minutes to go live. So, yeah, I think right around this time will probably work best. Which for me is like 9... I've been doing 9:45 Central Time, 10:45 Eastern. I might try to bump that up a little bit earlier, like 9:30. We may even get to the point where we could do like a 9:15, 9:20, because I'd like to be able to stream for around an hour and a half, 2 hours, somewhere right around there. And sort of that time period as we end that's when Brian's getting on. How many 6-stars do you have now? I have somewhere between 1 and I'm going to say like 15. It's not really that many. As soon as I finish up this round, I'll jump over there for you. Maximus, once again, my friend, very, very kind of you. I appreciate that a lot. I still remember counting how many times my high school principal said during our grad speech. 87 times in 5 minutes. Yeah, I hate that. Just said it. I hate that I say that. It's like when your brain just needs a second to reload. It just spits out. Speaking of the beautiful bald beast. What's up, Brian? Brain, I hear you have officially declined our incursion date tomorrow night. Which, frankly, it hurts me. Because I thought we had something special, and first week back, I was really expecting more from you, Brian. I was trying to squeeze out a tear there, but it just wasn't coming. Oh, man. Hype never wants to throw a special at me in Arena. His creepy little limp wrist. You know, as the years go on, I'm kind of glad that they don't fix the wrist. It's just like, it's part of his charm, right? He's taking me back. He's taking you back in a good way. One of my all-time favorite buffs has got to be Hulkbuster. He's a lot of fun to play. I really, really enjoy. Oh, I threw that when she was in limbo. Dead. BG pops in to give a little poke and say my turn. Is it? Are you live right now? How long have I been live? Hold on. What did I just do? What just happened? What is going on? Okay, we're fine. How long have we been live? How do I even know that? Can I find that out? Is that information that's available? Wow, has it been an hour and 27 minutes? Holy. Okay. Okay. So it's 11:15. I still got some characters to run through here. What time are you going live, Brian? Who told you this? Chat did. Chat, who never lies, told me that you officially declined my request. If this is not true, I will start banning people. In fact, I'll just ban everybody until we turn over who the perpetrator of this lie was. I'm glad, frankly, it hurts him. And not literally hurts him. I go Morningstar with Fisto and OG Gilly for the ramp up, but yeah, Gilly99 can sub in later. Brian, I need your input on... Oh, I meant to go run through my 6-star roster for whoever in chat was asking about that. I'll do that in a second if I can remember, and if I can't remember, then I won't do it. There. How's that? That's a promise. Yeah, Incursions. Hold on, I have a giant booger in my nose. Okay. Don't worry about that. Let's not talk about it. For Incursions, who should I be ramping up? Or who should I be ranking up, I should say. That's a better word for it. Who should I be ranking up? Who should we be bringing for Incursions? I'm going to run over to my roster so that you can look at it. Please don't get envious. It's easy to do. All right, dude. Throw it. You can just throw it. You can just throw it. There you go. Did I run into that? I wasn't looking. I'm pretty sure it's been scientifically proven that saying the word makes speech more natural and fluent. Saying it too much or too little sounds unnatural. I mean, it sounds legitimate, but okay. 1 hour 26-ish. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember where you get that information at. BG is never on time. Who cares? I mean, that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. Brian, did you know that there's a road in California that's named... Oh, help me, chat. Was it Grant Line Road? Pretty sure that's where our retirement subdivision's going to be. Okay, let me go back out. Brian's probably not even here. $5 says he's not here. Okay, let me pull up my 6-star roster for those... whoever was asking about it. So, right now... if my math is working correctly, we got 3 across. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 24 minus 1. We got 23. We got 23 6-star characters. And really, I didn't start pulling these on the regular, which is really not even that regular, up until about really like February, March this year. Maybe a little bit before that. I would say from the time 2017 up until the beginning of this year, I think I had, let me look at my roster here. I had Beast. I had Beast, Iron Patriot, Black Widow, Elsa, and Wasp. Those were the first 5. And Terex, 6. And I had those characters for a really, really long time. Everybody else that you're seeing and the dupes, I have pulled basically since like March. Which I think it's funny. When you look, I mean, you look as I scroll through here, look at how many 6-star characters there are that are available in these crystals. Obviously, some of these aren't available in the generics yet. But just as a whole, you look at how many characters are available, and then you look you look at the ones that I've pulled and I've duped, and it's like, really? I pulled Iron Patriot not just once, but I pulled him twice before I pulled any of the other characters that are available? I don't know. Sometimes this game just, it hurts my head to think of the odds. But yeah, I mean, really, I can't complain too much. I've got some turds here, but yeah, Magneto, Mr. Fantastic, Sim Supreme, Longshot, Hitmonkey, A-Bomb, Black Widow, Sentinel. Sentinel got me through the villain variant. Had a lot of fun actually playing with him. Okay, so here's the roster for the Incursions run. Flush all those turds. I just said turds. What is going on? You got some great 6-star characters? See? I don't know what I'm talking about. You're missing Ant-Man? I am missing Ant-Man. Okay, my recent rank ups. Venom. Just ranked up Venom. Hitmonkey just went to rank 2, which I was using him to just try to get through like very easy, cheap content quickly. And then I ranked up Corvus Glaive to get me through the Shang-Chi event recently. So I'm kind of thinking that I kind of want to rank up Diablo, but at the same time, I have a rank 2 6-star Immortal I-Bomb. So I'm not sure that I need both of those things. Did manage to pull Hyperion recently, and I'm kind of interested to see what this new Ghillie buff, how that plays out. In fact, if that looks halfway decent, that might be kind of fun to take into Incursions. I've got plenty of rank up resources. I could take several of these characters up. I've got a bunch of crystals just waiting. I could pop stuff, rank people up. The issue that I'm running into, and the reason that I'm back in the arena tonight, is I have, almost said literally, I have no gold and I have even less ISO. Yeah, we got to get back in this. Iron Patriot should come duped originally with all that package he's got. Yeah. The funny thing about that is, if you remember back to 2016, 2017, I think, was it his base kit or was it, I think it was his awakened ability. His awakened ability, when he would get down to, what was it, like 10 or 15%, and normally the OG Iron Man would have the regen, he would like he would put an armor break on himself after the regen. I'm not making that up, right? Like, not only was he terrible, but his awakened ability would armor break himself. Yes, Joel is streaming. Crow Gaming, what's up, man? Okay, let's knock a few more of these out. I'm just gonna say this so that somebody can help me not forget. Uh-oh, I'm seeing the watermelons. Uh-oh.